Hi, what I want to talk about here is our Power RPO. It's been our most successful run play, the Power concept, for the last 25 years, and we simply evolved it to one back spread RPOs now. So again, just quick reminders here. We want to use the 3 steps of doing best return on investment, meaning the best fit for your personnel. We'll always do a pre-snap read, doing ANA, access, no access, and then post-snap read key on a specific defender. With Power, it's going to be typically second level linebackers now. Again, ANA, access, no access, what we're looking for is these Mr. Zeros. If we have access, that means they are in the box and we can throw the football. If we have no access, that means they're outside the box, but then we have good numbers now to go ahead and post-snap read and run the football. With the different phases we've talked about, the phase we'll focus on here is phase 3, which is actually the passing portion. It's a drill to work on the passing portion of your RPO, your run pass option, and your play action constraint plays with it. What we call that here is our north drill, because north is our cue for we're going to throw the football, even though we're going to go do our run blocking scheme of our RPOs. So here you can see is our pop concept with our power play. The inside A slot is doing their bender read, which is the cornerstone of our 4 verts pass concept. And then our X and Z do 4-step slants, which we call lookies, because they will look and find open grass depending on the depth of the defenders in the area. You can see at the same time then, though, we'll do this for 5 minutes. The offensive line, along with the H-back, are working on their power run blocking scheme. So our power, we are a B-gap or a gut power. We're not a traditional off-tackle power team. What we're trying to do here, 2 things. First off, we want to make sure we're calling this where we put our lineman with good blocking angles. So we're looking for the defensive ends alignment. If he's wide at all so that our H has a good angle to cut him off, that's a good starting point to call the play. The second thing we want to do is with our play side guard and tackle, then we do a horizontal blocking double team versus trying to push them vertically, meaning we do what's called a double down, where the tackle's going to try to drive him down the line of scrimmage into this will combination block. So that's a little different there. The backside guard then does a traditional skip and square pull. We want them to get depth, stay square so they can read this, so that if it does not get collapsed, we're going to go up inside, but he's going to get eyeballing the Mike linebacker. And then we'll RPO read the Sam here with our pop pass. We can add the north phase or call if we know we want to throw the football. Nothing changes. All the north does is it alerts the lineman that they cannot go more than a yard downfield, and we are going to throw the ball, but everything stays the same here. We're simply going to read the Sam and look to pass first, run second. If we do some route adjustments we can make, or tags, is we can simply go to our slot fade with this. Again, we don't do any word cues, it's a hand signal, and simply then the receiver goes to the slot fade. We still are going to read this very similar, but again, north call tells us it's play action pass. Here's an example of Penn State doing it with slot Hamilton, Deshaun Hamilton here in the bowl game. You can see they've got straight man matchup. The safety is super deep in this situation. He beats him one-on-one. Again, easy touchdown, throw and catch. Another tag you can do is you can go to a traditional smash, and we like to use a whip route versus digs there. But again, no word cue, you simply give the hand signal for the smash, and then they go ahead and make your north call, means it's play action pass. Another play, constraint play, is you can go to the shovel bubble. Same reads, we're going to read that defensive end, blocking's all the same. We simply now, the B-back goes ahead and makes sure he's behind the line of scrimmage so that those slot receivers can be blocking downfield. For us, again, screen is adding that south call. If you want to come to the weak side, and this is actually we used as our core power run for years, had a ton of success, is when you run away from the H-back and you don't have him as the blocker, he becomes a receiver. Now, since we don't have the double team, everything's big on big, we don't have an opportunity to double down to the will. We're going to read him and actually read the backside will. It usually works best out of a 3x1 set, but you can do it out of a 2x2. Again, the pop combo all stays the same. The read and the skip square pull is the same. We're just going to go to a will. We just changed that call by, instead of saying Pittsburgh, we go to the Steelers. With Phoenix, we would go to Cardinals. Here's an example of a willpower running a weak side with Barkley. So they're going to go to the left. He actually bounces it outside and see some great moves from there. But again, as you watch this from behind, you're going to get a good idea of the steps and nice easy flow you can get with this. If we want to go ahead and pass off the north willpower, we just add the north call again, and now it becomes pass first. So North Cardinals or Northern Steelers. A nice adaptation to all of this is just to do a traditional blast, meaning back on backer if you were in two back. We'll just use the H back to do that. Now there's no pulling by your lineman, and you actually get the backside center and guard working on a four-man front up to the will. Your H is going to come through. What's nice about this is when we do our blast call, which is Blazers or Bulls, the back is going to do a dart action, so it's a way for you to change your tendencies and get a counter action. We're still going to use the pop combo, and we're still going to read the Sam. Everything stays the same there. We just change the blocking up front, so there's no pulling by the lineman. Here's an example of it here with Barkley against Rutgers. H gets up. You see how he presses the line of scrimmage and gets through the hall before he makes a cut. And then with his speed, he's off for 6. Again, if you want to add it to make it a pass first, you simply use the north call. Nothing changes up front except telling the lineman they can't be more than a yard downfield. Another great change or little scheme mix-up is to use a T-wrap blocking scheme, which years ago we used as our main way to do zone read. You can do this as a counter with a stretch play, as Penn State's done here, where you're still going to get the tackle now as the lead blocker, and you'll read the defensive end with stretch away, and it's a great quarterback counter coming up. Again, bringing the backside tackle, that's the T-wrap action, and then reading that defensive end. Last one that our varsity here at State High likes to use as their primary way of blocking blast play is they're going to do a counter trade where the guard is going to go kick, everybody's going to block down, so it's a great angle blocking simple scheme, and the H leads up the hole like you would on blast. Again, you're doing the pop combo, reading the Sam, we just changed the blocking scheme up front. So the nice thing here is you can pick the scheme that fits your personnel, the best return on investment, and best attacks the defenses you're going to see throughout the year, and you're still doing power concepts with one RPO piece and adding a play action possibility in everything you do. Thanks.